Today we're going to talk about the highly anticipated 2021 Toyota RAV4 Prime. The RAV4 Prime is Toyota's plug-in hybrid. Toyota's regular RAV4 is the US's best-selling passenger car in 2020. Only the Big Three's full-size pickup trucks outsell the RAV4. The RAV4 Hybrid accounted for about 21% of RAV4 sales in 2019, and so far in 2020, about 25% of RAV4 sales are the hybrid. So what's the big deal about the RAV4 Prime? The Prime will be able to pull off something that most cars can't. Those are combining great performance with very good fuel efficiency. So here's how the RAV4 Prime compares to the RAV4 gas-only version and the regular RAV4 Hybrid. In terms of power, the regular RAV4 gas version produces 203 horsepower from a 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine, while the hybrid produces 219 combined horsepower with 176 horsepower gas engine plus 2 electric motors, while the RAV4 Prime produces combined 302 horsepower from a 176 horsepower gas engine plus 179 horsepower front electric motor plus 54 horsepower rear motor. There's a big difference in the transmission offered for the gas engine versus the hybrid and the Prime. The gas comes with a 8-speed conventional automatic, while the hybrid and the Prime comes with an eCVT, which is electric. The 0 to 60 speed is very different amongst the three models, and the RAV4 gas goes from 0 to 60 in 8.2 seconds, while the hybrid does it in 7.8 seconds, and the Prime does it in 5.7 seconds, which is incredible. In EV-only mode, the Prime can go from 0 to 60 in about 9.5 seconds. The electric-only range for the hybrid is less than 1 mile, while the Prime can go about 42 miles on electric only. The EPA ratings for fuel efficiency are the following. The regular RAV4 with the gas engine does 27 city, 34 highway, 30 combined, while the hybrid does 41 city, 38 highway, 40 combined. Very, very good. And the Prime does 40 city, 36 highway, 38 combined. The all-wheel drive systems are different from the gas version versus the hybrid and the Prime. The gas version comes in 2 different setups. The LE and the XLE trims get the basic all-wheel drive mechanical system. This is the simple slip and grip type system found in many cars. Basically, it's front-wheel drive until there's slip, and then the rear wheels get power when there's slippage. The second type of all-wheel drive system in the gas RAV4 is called the dynamic torque vectoring system. It's available in the Adventure, Limited, TRD Off-Road, and this allows for more power to be directed to the rear wheels, and that can enhance a sportier driving experience and better off-road dynamics. The hybrid and the Prime uses a e-all-wheel drive system, so the e-all-wheel drive system does not have a mechanical connection between the front and rear wheels. The rear wheels are only powered by the motor, and it's an on-demand system, so when there's slippage, then the electric motors on the back turn on. The cargo volume for the regular RAV4 gas version and the hybrid version are very much the same at approximately 37.5 cubic feet behind the rear seats and about 70 cubic feet if you fold down the rear seats. The Prime does lose a couple of cubic feet at 33.5 cubic feet behind the rear seats and approximately 70 cubic feet with the rear seats folded down. The gas version is available in LE, XLE, SE, Adventure, TRD Off-Road, and Limited. The hybrid comes in LE, XLE, XSE, and Limited. The Prime is only available in SE and XSE. Basically, the XLE is a more luxurious version of the LE. The XSE is more luxurious than the SE, and SE is more sporty than the LE. Pricing for the gas version of the RAV4 starts at $25,950. The hybrid starts at $28,350, and the Prime starts at $38,100. Standard in both the SE and XSE Prime are heated seats, spare tire, over 8 inches of ground clearance, Toyota Safety Sense 2.0, which includes pre-collision with pedestrian detection, lane departure alert with steering assist, lane tracing assist, auto high beams, full speed radar cruise control, and road sign assist. Those are all nice features to have for your safety. Comparing trim levels, SE versus XSE, few differences stand out. The SE gets 18-inch wheels, while the XSE receives 19-inch black machined alloys. The XSE gets two-tone exterior color upgrade. XSE also has an available panoramic sunroof, color heads-up display, 360 bird's eye view camera, and ventilated front seats. Both trims come standard with a 3.3 kilowatt charger that charges the RAV4 Prime in 12 hours over a standard 120 volt plug, or 4.5 hours over a 240 volt plug. A 6.6 kilowatt charger is available as an option only on the XSE. Few things stand out with the RAV4 Prime. Toyota is able to design the Prime with the batteries occupying the floor of the chassis rather than the inside of the cabin. That means you aren't sacrificing much in terms of cabin and cargo space. It also keeps the center of gravity low. The Prime weighs a hefty 4,200 pounds plus versus the 3,750 pounds for the hybrid. Other big thing is that Toyota made the RAV4 Prime relatively affordable. What other SUV can you name under $50,000 that does 40 miles of EV range and goes from 0 to 60 in under 6 seconds? None. The Tesla Model Y currently starts at $52,990. It's a completely different experience since it's a full EV. I really like the Model Y, but the $41,000 standard range model isn't available yet. The RAV4 Prime will go up to 600 miles on a full tank of gas, which is insane for a vehicle of this size. The best that a Model Y would do would be about 300 miles. I think the RAV4 Prime is great for regular people looking for a family hauler without many compromises. It's roomy, fuel efficient, powerful, and again, relatively affordable. And if you have qualifying income, the RAV4 Prime buyers are eligible for a $7,500 federal tax credit. Some states have additional tax credits available as well. If you're already looking at the pricing and seeing the large disparity between the RAV4 Hybrid and the RAV4 Prime, it's really not $10,000. The XSE Hybrid starts at $34,300 and the XSE Prime starts at $41,425. The regular RAV4 Hybrid doesn't qualify for any federal tax credit, while the RAV4 Prime is eligible for a $7,500 credit. Essentially, you're able to get the Prime for about the same net effective price as the regular hybrid. Not a bad deal. Before you go out and try to buy the RAV4 Prime, I have some bad news. Toyota had said that the availability of the RAV4 Prime will be limited, especially in 2020. they have already suspended orders in Japan just 3 weeks after introduction. That's unfortunate as the demand is far outstripping supply. Toyota is only making 5,000 units available to be distributed to US dealerships by the end of 2020. There's speculation that Toyota is having problems with getting enough battery supply for the RAV4 Prime. Stay tuned for any updates for the RAV4 Prime. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications.